Hey guys, it's me, Nina, and today I'm here with my April wrap-up. I'm getting ahead of myself there. I know wrap-ups are pretty much the only thing I do on this channel anymore. I'm really uncommitted to YouTube. I still like to do wrap-ups just so I can look back at what I've read and stuff, and keep track of that. So yeah, they're more for me than anything. So sorry if this is getting boring and repetitive, but let's do another wrap-up. Let's just go. Month of May, I have read 3 novels and 3 graphic novels for a total of 6. And so the first one I have here to talk about is The Woman in Cabin 10. I've been starting to pick up a lot more adult thrillers. That's what I've been gravitating towards more nowadays. This was a decent one. It took me a little bit to get into, but once I got into it, I was really into it. You know what I mean? Anyway, this deals with a woman who recently had a robbery happen in her house while she was there, and now she's kind of dealing with the mental state that she's in because of that, and she's going on a cruise as a reporter, and she suspects that someone on board was killed and thrown overboard. And she starts to dig for the truth, but a lot of people aren't taking her seriously and think that she may be relating what happened to her and just be paranoid. Nobody on the cruise seems to be missing, and so she's kind of not taken seriously enough, but she is convinced that someone has died, and she's getting threats which make it a lot more real for her. She doesn't know if she's imagining the threats or if this is for real happening. And so she uncovers something that she's not supposed to and gets herself into some trouble, and it's a pretty awesome book, and that's all I have to say about it. The characters were okay. The plot was there. The plot was what I was there mainly for. The characters were kind of bland and were all right, I don't really care that much about you. But yeah. Next, I have A Rosy Girl by Julie Shepard. This was a book that I wasn't sure if I was going to like. By the cover, I thought maybe this was a contemporary, girly book. It was not. It didn't focus too heavily on romance. I mean, there was romance in it, but that wasn't really the sole focus of this. This girl's father passed away, and so now she lives with her stepmom, and she doesn't really like her stepmom. Her stepdad is a fucking pedo and creeps her out, makes her feel uncomfortable. And before her dad dies, he tells her that he has a secret for her to uncover. And she uncovers the secret that her real biological mom is still alive, even though she's been told for years that her mom was dead and passed away. So she goes on this investigation. She hires a PI to hunt down her real biological mom and find out why hasn't her mom really gotten in contact. Why did her dad and stepmom keep this a secret for so long? And when she uncovers the truth, it's kind of crazy. Her and her best friend do this together and try and find a way to contact her mom and to get enough money for the PI. And so it does delve into prostitution a little bit there. She and her best friend come up with this plan to get money. The quickest way would be to prostitute yourself. They have a record of some sort, and so it's a little bit harder for them to get a job. The last novel I have is called Trouble is a Friend of Mine by Stephanie Tromley. I don't necessarily like the title, but I thought this cover was pretty cool. They look like little spies, and even the author, her picture, she has the same deal going on. Anyway, this deals with a girl who is new in school, and she really only has this one friend. And he's a little bit weird. He's rude. His sister went missing when he was really young. His sister was 4 years old, and so he's obsessed about trying to find out what happened to her. The police don't really think about it anymore. It's a cold case. It's been too long, but he is desperate to find out the truth. And so when another girl goes missing years later, and it's the present time now, he is trying to connect the clues, find out if these two cases are connected, and find out what happened to this girl so that he can find out what happened to his sister. They get into a lot of trouble, a lot of mischief, They make some friends, they make some enemies. It's crazy. I really, really enjoyed this story. And there's not a lot of romance, which I really appreciated in this book, because it could have easily been a lovey-dovey situation and really delved into the romance part, but it didn't, so I was really glad about that. There was some crushes in there, but it's not anything huge and major. So if you're looking for an adventure novel, I would definitely suggest this. I think there's a second book to this, but I'm not 100% sure on that. This could easily work as a standalone. But yeah, graphic novels. The first one I have is called Be Prepared by Vera Broskell. This is kind of based off of her own true life event. She was Russian, I think. I can't quite remember. I think she's Russian, and she's sent off to this camp that's really for like all Russian children. It's in America, but it's like all Russians at this camp, I think. And so she's having a hard time. She thought she was really going to enjoy this camp and have a lot of friends, but she can't really seem to find any friends, and she's trying to be friends with like the older cool kids, and they're just really using her. She's this young 9-year-old girl. Her brother went with her. Her brother didn't want to go, and he ended up making all the friends. And so it's kind of like this coming of age story, and I don't know, it's really cute, really fun, kind of adorable, and it's all in like this green and white color, which I didn't think I was going to enjoy, but it was actually quite endearing. Then I have Bloom by Kevin Panta and Savannah Ganj, blah blah. This one is all in the blue and white contrast, which I didn't like as much, but it's okay. This deals with a boy who works in his father's bakery, and he really just wants to move out of town, and he has a band. He wants to play music and be a musician for a living. He wants to get out of this town, move in with his bandmates, and have their band take off. But his father needs his help in the bakery, or else it financially wouldn't be able to stand anymore. So he finds this other dude to replace him. He trains this other dude and becomes best friends and develops a little bit of a crush on this other dude who is now working in the bakery. They become really close, and it's a cute story. It wasn't anything fabulous, but if you're looking for a light, cutesy LGBTQ romance, I was trying to get all the letters in there. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's my thought. It's okay. Okay, the last one I have for you, I did not like. I feel like it takes a very, like you have to have this interest to really love this story. This is all black and white, which took away for me, first off. I don't like reading black and white, so it already hit some points, missed some points. The cover was okay. I didn't read about what it was going to be. I just looked at the cover and I was like, okay, it's a short little graphic novel. I'll take it. Deals with this girl who has a passion for cooking with insects, and there's a word for it. I don't know how you say it. It's this word on the back here. But anyway, she has a huge passion of eating insects. And there is this new restaurant that's opening that uses insects in all their meals. And so she's trying to apply to be a cook there, and it deals with her becoming friends with people and learning about cooking. And if you have a passion for cooking or passion for insects or something, or restaurants and that type of stuff, this might be your thing. I'm not passionate about any of that, so it was kind of boring to me. And that is all I have to show you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!